Is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hollywood Animal. We are diving right in. Just to recap where we left off, we have Research Group 2. We just started the water tower. 5-year contract. $1,000 cash per month. Happy Newbie. And Charity, which will increase our reputation. We have 9-story elements available. Well, we're trying to get 9-story. We have level 3 soundstage going. We have high-quality sets going. Concert hall is almost done. That'll be nice. We have the banquet, so we can get influence and reputation. And cinemas for rent. And then we actually did just finish the power plant, which I think I'm going to want... Ooh, right there. That's actually a good spot for it. 360,000. We'll go ahead and get that going. And that is where we're going to cap off. Financial exec. Thanks to the new Social Security law, we need to raise minimum wages by 25%. Wages will increase from $120 to $144 per month. Though, of course, that won't happen if we increase illegals. Increase your studio's reputation by 40 if we go from to 22%. Sure, we got the money. B plus on give me a shoulder. Let's see how this does. 3, 2, 5 on bone grinder. 2, 3, 2. All right, decent there all around. 589,000. And run. We gotta get this going. It's actually turning out to be an okay film. Start the production. Who do we have? I don't really want to tie up insane people here. 30 days. And what do we have? We have 172 left, so we should have plenty of time. Perfect 8.0 in the bleak midwinter. So we are good to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're looking right here. It's going to push through Halloween. 7,000 studio. Let me taper these ones off. Maybe something like that. We'll pick it up high in the first 2 weeks. There we go. We'll go like that. And apply. This is a drama adventure. Okay. Add advertising women like this. Interesting. I didn't think they would. 8.0. I'm going to have the sophisticated people. Continue without tricks. I don't necessarily need them. Why did my influence go down? What is causing my influence to go down? Finding Atlantis. That is surprising you didn't have luck with that. Try to get this increase as high as we can. Yeah, you're all... Boom. There you go. Alright, and good. Filming tech. All the best stuff. We'll max out your extras. Give you Chester. We'll give you Harry. The Sheriff. Jasper. Let me wait for you. Arthur Gray. Femme Fatale. No, we'll get Martha. Strict Parent. Nelly. Evil Monster is going to be Hooch. Get that all set. Alright, let's see here. I need to get some scripts going. Buy scripts. That's a decent script. Purchase and begin production. Let's get that going. That's a decent script. Give Tommy. We'll give you sound stages. Town Square, I could probably find a pretty good. Town Streets, I could probably find pretty good. Yeah, I like that. I like that. There you go. Filming, the best stuff. The reason I do the best stuff all the time is because it just doesn't make a difference. It is expensive, but like you can see it's 235,000 and then 198,000. The other one is 202,000 and then 170,000. So like for 40,000, I might as well increase the odds of it being better. Honestly, this is gonna be an 8-8 film, so I might as well put my best guys on it. No, I guess we'll put Jordan. That's unfortunate. I would have liked to have her on it, but she is running out of time. Boom. There we go. That is in production. What do we have for ideas? See if we can get a little historical guy in there. Let's see what you got. You. Here we go. Not Batman. Alright, let's see. Honestly, I might have to shelve this. I don't have many people. I think I'm going to have to hire. Because this has a chance of being an 8 film. So obviously, we want it to be as high as we can make it. Let's get the extras, props, crew. Calhoun, Daryl. Outcast can be Fernando, Fem, Georgia, Sidekick, Russell, and Criminal Mastermind, Bob. Let's see. They're all over 6, so it's like it's not bad, but it's not 8. I think there's something. Concert. Oh, there we go. Horror. That's exciting. Can now make horror films. The German government has curtailed the rights of its Jewish population. The law of the protection of German blood and German horror deprives Jews of citizenship and prohibits marriages between German and Jews. The U.S. Immigration Service is preparing for an influx of refugees. Everybody's leaving Germany. Not just ordinary Germans, but famous filmmakers too. Here's a quote. I moved to America as soon as I found out about the new law. I'm nobody here, but what else could I do? Germany is no longer a place for creativity. The German laws are a real godsend for Hollywood. The studio is planning to sign contracts with several famous German directors. They do good work and cost almost nothing. I don't know what they did to annoy Hitler, but we need more people like that. Give me a shoulder. Did 1.7 in the first. 70% of that is about 3,000, 2,800. So we'll keep that going. Bring you down to like, actually you're pretty close to like there, and there. Boom. Give me a shoulder. 100K, but that's fine. Blue Cross. It did turn profit. It did turn a profit. It was terrible, but it turned a profit. Spirited Young Lady as a protagonist. Interesting. Cornelius Silver in the distribution department. Very cool. And our corporate party is done. Let me zoom out. Boom. Look at that loyalty. 89% on average loyalty. You may have noticed there's a rickety chicken coop wedged into the west side of the studio. Turns out it's not chickens that live there, but Jed Crenshaw, a grumpy, mean old man who refuses to sell his property. We're not paying off some. At first, we dismissed the harmless scribbles, but the old man got wise and enlisted support of a veterans organization. Yes, the old man says he's a veteran. Claims to have been through 3 wars, and he won't tell us which ones. His 14th letter is complaining that Hollywood is louder than Vendrun, and he deserves peace and quiet. Anyway, the old man wants money, or he'll go to court. We're going to let him go to court. Post-production concert hall. Nice, nice, nice. So I have all this, so kind of which one do I want to do? 400,000. We'll do better film. We'll get the concert hall built. He's really taking us to trial. He's really taking us to trial over being loud at a Hollywood studio. What do you think's gonna happen? Honestly, I don't hate doing that. Actually, there we go. I don't expect it to really... I could do this. There we go. And boom. Who likes it? Young men. Middle-aged and older. This is young people, young men, everyone. There we go. We'll hit apply there. We're going to continue without tricks. Influence is going back up, but I want to keep an eye on that because I feel like it just keeps dropping. It did go up on Finding Atlantis. I am surprised the script wasn't better. Is that going to be fine? Throw a security guy on there. Oh, I should throw a second crew on there. I forgot I have that. Not Batman. Its artistic score, I think, because it's a little bit lower. Yeah, I didn't... Okay, so it tells me when it's not going to be good. We'll throw you on there. We'll make people a little bit happy. Chances of winning. Finish prep. Does that say we spent $1 million on this? How? How have we spent $1 million on this film? Seems a little crazy. You prevailed. Yeah, I figured. Seems a little silly. Actor. You're not even capped at that. Interesting. I thought you were capped at 9. Go ahead and get you going. Commanding presence on the film. Don't know any dirty secrets. I gotta start getting some, like, dirty secrets, dirty tricks, that kind of stuff going. See if I can find these people. Find illegal tendencies on... Yeah. Let's get my top guys. See if you have any illegal tendencies. So I can do better with kind of what am I trying to say? With their contracts. I don't have to pay them as much if I find out illegal tendencies. Week 8, it's still doing about 220. I think that's going to be the end there. Yeah, we can definitely look into that. That should be... It's only a year. Where are you at for 3? Jeez, buddy. 200,000 for 3 years for a 7.5? God, that's crazy. In the bleak midwinter, A- on my Kino mark. That's very good. 8-8 film. That's very good. 3-star, 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 2-star. Not mad about it. Here we go. Boom. New story element. Cursed deal. Someone makes a cursed deal and force against the forces of darkness. Okay. My contract is up. Well, I don't think much of your studio. I suppose we could still work together. Let's see. For 3 years. But you're not all that expensive to offset $3,000. So I'm going to keep that. And you're just going to be, yeah, $75,000 for a 10-star is nothing. Bounty Hunter, there you go. Repeat that. The influence definitely went down. We were at 1... Okay, we just went up to 220. I don't know why. Technology no longer being serviced. And there goes run, and we qualified. We did our math. Boom. Let's see how run did. B. See if we can get another demand done in this episode. Because that's kind of what we got to focus on. We got to get 3 demands met straight. For the factory quest or whatever. Here we go. Wow. This will probably be a good film, but I just can't. I can't make a good script for that. Where I can just do a quick historical one. I mean, I could, technically. Let me quickly see. Oh, what's going on here? The relentless filming schedule has Nellie Owens looking exhausted and withered. Give her a few days off. That's fine. Oh, we also have the concert hall. I can get that constructed. Money's not really a problem right now, so. Who do I have available is another question. My comedy guy. Perfect. Comedy, hopeless romantic, and a tyrant are the people I need. I need, how much comedy? 50% comedy. 50% comedy. We'll go with the Red King. Sounds kind of funny. 50% comedy. Do a little bit of action thriller. There you go. 50% comedy. We're good there. It's going to be a fantasy kingdom. Protagonist is a hopeless romantic. Where are you? You are a tyrant. Supporting characters. Maybe a cursed deal. There you go. God, I need more supporting characters. Sidekick and protagonist gets a chance at better life. Send to archive. Hopeless romantic tyrant. I just want to make sure that's correct. And comedy. Okay. Synopsis. Write. View. 65 days. 12 in the bleak midwinter. 2.2 million in profit. Wow, we're gonna try to stack the cards there. Wow, that's a great film. That's a great film. Go ahead and confirm that. I just gotta keep an eye on this and pause. We'll go ahead and accept that. I just don't want to get it too close. That just went down. Does it cost influence to accept those? I just went from 177 to 165, and I have no idea why. Which one is this one? Finding Atlantis. This is the film I made. Well, the script I made. I don't know why it wasn't good. But it didn't do very good. The Red King, 57 days. Should be fine. And there was something else I was going to look at. Ah, this. Why is my influence going down? Can somebody explain that? Why is my influence going down? No illegal tendencies for Jasper. Okay. Illegal tendencies for Gordon. Safaria. So he likes to hunt animals, essentially. Let's see if we can search for dirt on Jasper. And then cinema screenwriters. See if you can search for dirt on him. There we go. Sure. Run. Not insane. Still did 1,500 viewings though. We'll just keep that the same. We will extend Advertising. I would like to know why my... Okay, 213 on influence. Same time of year, I'd like to go on 2 months off, sure. 218 influence. The walnut tree. Hugh, what did you just write? In the bleak midwinter, $3 million so far. Still 500 showings. I think I am just gonna send it. We're gonna back this off though. To about there to there, and we'll keep that pretty minimal at the end. We're gonna do it just for the longevity of the film and what it's done. Already profited over 3 million, not even 300,000, 3 million. Not Batman, that did good. Dropped a little bit in post-production, which was interesting. I didn't think it would. 218 influence. Let's just keep an eye on that. Eugene, we're searching for dirt. That's fine. If I get caught at 13% possibility of getting caught, I'm going to be annoyed. There's 218 influence still. Finding Atlantis did go down a little bit, which is unfortunate. It's a distribution. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we will put about 5,000 screenings on it. $100 a copy. And what do we got here? There we go. Young men. So men, young people, and everyone. There we go. Continue without tricks. Confirm. Boom. Run. 533,000, and not really doing much there. We'll end that distribution. 261. Okay. End of year. I'm trying to get back in the alliance. That's ultimately what I'm trying to do. And my influence keeps dropping, and I don't know why. 526,000. Third. We didn't have any of the top grossing films. Interesting. Womanly Surge was top artistic. Womanly Surge was top entertainment. We would have had some potential Polluxes there. Would have had some potential Polluxes there. Bleak Midwinter. $3.1 million. That is beautiful. Dirt found. Okay. History of prostitution. Dirt does not exist on Eugene. Okay. Maintenance built the power plant. Now, how does that work? Power plant. 1,000 power. Projected cost this month is 18. Don't really know how that works. Where is the power plant? I gotta put it over here. How do I get level 3 landscaping? Apparently that's not there. Alright, easy enough. 450 in reputation, 260 in influence. To join back, I need 390. We're getting there. Just not there yet. And I wanted to put security on some people. I prefer it to be people that I can't... Or people who aren't capped, so I can try to have them for a long time. You're capped. You're not. See how you do. You guys are all capped. You're not. You've been writing better scripts than freaking Hugh lately. He's not been doing great. So there we go. It kicked me out because I had 7. It kicked me out of the alliance because I had 7 security guards when the vote went through. I didn't even have time to like switch it, which is kind of annoying. Is that 3? Oh, it's only a year for you. At 6.6, you want that much, really? 176,000. There you go. Blackest is ready. We are skyrocketing this film. It's got to do freaking $2 million in the box office to even come close to profitable. I don't know why it was so expensive. Like, I bought the script, but it was only 200,000. I mean, that... We're at 1.6 million. And this film's at 530,000. Like, I'm $1 million over what I typically spend. And I only spent 200,000 for the script. I don't know why it's so high. Don't know why. Not Batman's not a decked out film. I don't know if we really need all that. There you go. Here we are, and boop. Ad advertising, it's boys. Really? That's the general. And that's young people. We'll try that. Don't know how well that would work. 261 influence. I just want to make sure that stays. Unsuccessful. Complete training. It takes 300 influence to train them? Are you kidding me? I've been training them like nothing. 304. None of your films can be offered. That's fine. He has returned from vacation. Red King. Decent script. Let's get started on that production. Honestly, we'll do like 7s. You like to be on location. I should be able to... If I give you a soundstage, is that any better? It's better for that one. No. All you guys are pretty close to being done. What about Everett? You like sound stages, which is honestly better. There, we're good. We are good there. We'll snap you up. Pop, pop, and pop. Good, 111 days. That's not bad. We'll do Terry. We'll do Daryl. Nope. Actually, I need that Daryl. Wrong Daryl. Just remembered that. Let me just verify before. Hopeless Romantic. Daryl Reynolds as the director. You got it. There we go. Get that project going. Go ahead and speed that up again. My contract has expired, but I'd be happy to work together. 100% loyalty, 100% happiness. We like that. He is capped out, but he's pretty cheap at 400 for 3 years too. Yeah, yeah. We'll give you some medical insurance. 36,000, easy. There you go. There you go, bud. Releasing film, Finding Atlantis. Let's see how we did. B+. 2-star, 3-star, 3-star. 2, 1. Interesting. Oh, it's Bone Grinder. Who cares? Yeah, 400. I don't know why that film is a million. No. No shot, Blackest. Oh, that sucks. Honestly, let's search for dirt for you, and... No, I'd rather search for dirt, and let's see what your illegal tendencies are. Oh, I can only do one at a time. Okay. 3 years at 1100. That's fine. There you go, buddy. There you go. Actors 7.0. You are capped. It's fine. It's fine. 129,000. That's fine. Director, definitely keeping a 9.0 director. That's not capped. There you go. I should look at what his thing is. New setting, The Great War. That's World War I. That's pretty cool. Concert hall, there we go. Concert hall's fine. Oh, that sucks that Blackest got knocked. Dirt found on Martha, erotic photos. And unsuccessful search. Alright, on Fernando. Let you tackle that again. Really? You got caught. You really got caught. You had like a 13% chance to get caught, and you got caught. Oh. Oh, Pollux Award winners. Alright, there you go. We'll pay now. Go ahead and cash that. New story element. Villain's right hand. That's cool. We'll have you repeat. And then I need to get some scripts going. We'll have you do that one. You don't like detective. Any of you like action? You don't mind it. Adventure? Nope. So you're going to do historical, Hugh, because your film's been sucking. Your films have been sucking. Blue Term Iris. Ooh, that's a pretty good film. That's a pretty good thing. There you go. And honestly, that one doesn't even have to be searching for that anymore. We're going to set up distribution 40%, so we're at about 1,000, right? No. Just under 2,000. Honestly, probably want to bump that up a little bit. But everything else is probably fine. We'll extend that. 92,000, you should be able to cover that. Release film, not Batman. B+, okay. See how that goes. Ah, it sucks that Blackest is actually going to be stale. Because we found out that hurts. That hurts the film. Bad. Let's see. When is it going to be stale until? Let's go like that. It's not really an insane film anyways. I just kind of... What do I want to do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just want to throw that down then. Just want to throw that down. Young men. So men. Young people in general. Apply. Continue without tricks. Confirm. And there we go. The Red King. How long has that been sitting there? I completely forgot about it. 7.0, I should be able to do that. We'll throw you on there. We'll throw an extra production crew on there. Like to work for me. Still, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. 3 years, 1,700. That's good. There you go. Dirt found. Who we got? Dale Mullins doesn't pay child support. What an ass. 413. That should get me back in. There we go. We are now back in the alliance. Can't do corrupt official. Can't have alcohol. Can't have vivid violence. Vote to overturn the number of days. Would like to initiate that challenge. And what else? Hire. If film's advertising budget exceeds 200,000, this, so you can't exceed 200,000. Can't have 7 security. Ban work on the set for more than 1 day. We're trying to decline it. I go second. That is unfortunate. Not Batman. Did 1.3 million, a third of that, so we're at about 1,200,000. That's not bad. There's no film that's coming, so that's fine. And let's go ahead and increase that. 72,000, that's fine. Yeah, that's going to be the end of that. Dirt found. I like having some animal torture, you sick fuck. Dirt does not exist, so he's no longer working for me, and he didn't even have dirt anyways. Why do you keep getting out of it? Limit fill buffers. Vote on initiative. 10 days left. I go almost last. Any studio that releases a film with a production budget higher than 600,000. Ooh. That's not good. That's not good at all. Because I got some films that are over 600,000. Really? Really? There we go. I don't have a lot of stuff, so I'm just gonna go to that. Yes! Thank you, people. Initiative not received. Beautiful. Because I have a film that's 1.7 million that's coming out. Vote to overturn the initiative. It's destroying my influence. Oh, up. Oh, Gernstein went down. They went down, but not enough. Let's go. I can now film for more than 7 days. I needed that. Because I got to turn these films out. The Blackest. That would have sucked if that vote went through. And I got this film releasing at 1.7 million. Advertised it well, though. It should stay interesting in theaters for a while. Is kind of how Kinomark works. 5-star on Bone Grinder. That's good, I guess. The big reason I want to do this is because now I can join the Pollux. Treasure Hunt. Are you in any film? You are not. Okay. Couldn't remember if I put that in Red King or not. Not Batman. We are done. Good film. Hit the top spot for a little while. Arthur Gray. Honestly, let's search for dirt since, you know, you popped up on my screen. Gotta get Red King into post-production. God damn, you think you're something, don't you, buddy? You think you're something. Oh, I didn't even see what that did. I'm just trying to get this through here. Did that say level security? Interesting, I didn't think... Oh, I guess I did have a security guard on it. I didn't realize they did. Whose happiness has risen because I was pushing them hard. Makes sense. It's a 7-0. We might as well try to keep it there. I now have all mine, so it's $0 to do all those. Got some scripts. Got Red King. Got Blackest going. Is there any scripts I can buy that are decent? No, those are pretty bad. Dirt does not exist. Alright, no problem. There we go. We got Red King. We got Blackest, which is Not being profitable. Is this Hugh again? Dude. Hugh, that is terrible. I think I gotta do it. Unfortunately, I don't know why that was $1 million out of the gate. Red King. Perfect 7.0. We like that. There we go. What are my distributions at? We'll just throw 3 weeks on it, just because I don't really have any films coming, but honestly, it's a 7.0. We'll see. There you go. We'll do the 3-week film on that. Apply. There you go. And young men. So men, young people, and it's over 5. We'll go with sophisticated dudes. We're gonna continue without tricks. Over 100 influence. That's decent. The following what? Pearl Fever, we can start. What did that say? It popped up as something. And I didn't really get a chance to read it. I thought it was just telling me, like, you're good. It looked like it was something from the Alliance. And if I get freaking kicked from there, again, I'm going to flip a lid. No, I didn't want to do that. I can pick somebody else. There, you like sound stages. Do the blue term. You increase. See, that's 500,000. I don't know where $1 million came from. Do I have a movies guy? Actually, I'll let you go. Nelly, Martha, Booch, Seal, start. There you go. Red King is ready. What did that say? It was this one. If the film's advertising budget exceeds 200,000, what is your advertising budget? Was it over 2,000? I didn't think I'd go over 2,000 often. 6.9. Sure. Let's discuss. Let's discuss, buddy. There you go. We signed him. Yeah, we'll keep it. I think the top guy is an 8.0. You like cocaine. I don't have cocaine. I should. Didn't I research it? I think I researched it. Did I just not? Yeah, I just haven't gotten any. Might as well stock up. That'll be a secret. I gotta throw a security guard on it. To the secrets. Yeah, we'll throw like a level 2 on that. There you go. What do we have here? I proudly present you, Son of the Fatherland, a destined epic about the birth of the Fatherland. That sounds amazing. Show me the magical script right away. Son of the Fatherland, historical adventure. Let's see. Defended the Rome Empire from the hordes and was famous and ruthless. Tankmere had but one weakness. He loved children. Tankmere burned the huts of the barbarians and impaled their heads on spikes, but the orphan children he fed, clothed, and on their knees they swore to renounce their ancestors and their animal ways. They were barbarian by not blood, but by upbringing. Plucked from the wild, they will become Romans. Once a young barbarian named Losk was on his knees before the Roman commander. Tankmere had sworn his family limb from limb, but he'd spared Losk. Yet the barbarian could not appreciate his kindness and vowed revenge. Years passed and Losk grew. He became stronger, found his own tribe, and became the chief. The hatred in his barbarian heart was always seething. One day, Losk returned to his fellow tribesmen. "We will avenge our mothers and fathers," the barbarian horde shouted in reply. "Let's take revenge. We'll gouge out Tankmare's eyes." "No," Losk said. "That is not our goal. I have a dream. Tankmar's youngest son, Everhead, will kneel before me and renounce his father as once I renounced mine. Torture in captivity. Ooh. That very night, the barbarians lay in wait for the blue-eyed Everherd. Not far from the Roman camp, they captured and bound him and brought him to Losk. Kneel, renounce your father, and I will spare you. Everherd beheld, and his barbarian captors was so sickened by their twisted faces and ugly hooked noses that he nearly fainted in disgust. This is from the German guy, isn't it? Yeah, that might not be alerting to barbarians in Roman times. That was a little bit of a prejudice there. But Abraham gathered his strength, stood his ground, and did not kneel. He proudly lifted his blond head and spat right in the barbarian's eye. Losk wiped his face and ordered Abraham thrown into the deepest hole until he came to his senses. When Takmar learned that his youngest son was missing, he raised his fist to the moon. Sneaky Losk, you never became a Roman, and you never will. He went to his wife and said quietly, I made a mistake, Verona. You were right all along. It is not their upbringing, but by their animal blood. Takmar then took up the giant sword he inherited from his ancestors, and with all his might set the blade on the grindstone and set forth. Rescue mission. For 3 days, Takmar followed Losk's tracks. Listen to me, barbarians. A person can be educated, but an animal is always waiting for the moment to bite. Expect no mercy. I shall put everything in your tribe to the blade. With these words, Takmar rushed to attack, and with a single stroke of his mighty sword, he severed the heads of dozens of children. Then he set upon the adults. As the serving barbarians fled in cowardice, Takmar pulled his son from the pit, took him in his arms, and he traveled along forest path. Barbarians knew that Takmar couldn't fight at full strength with Evern in his arms. They grew bold and hurried off in pursuit. The pursuers grew in number. Takmar could hear the wild screams of the barbarians at his heels, the tramp of their feet. But Takmar was stronger and more agile than they. He wove between the trees, skipping from path to path. It was then, at the very edge of the forest, when Takmar had nearly slipped his pursuers, that one of the vile Losk arrows pierced his leg. The protagonist dies heroically. Takmar knew that he and his son would be taken prisoner and forced to renounce their ancestors. He hugged Ebenhur with all his strength. My son, it is better to die than to kneel before animals. His mighty hands gripped the hilt of his sword, and he impaled himself and his son upon the fearsome blade. With his final breath, the Takmar whispered, someday my glorious descendants will avenge everything. I get what they're alluding to, and I don't agree, but we get all those elements if we do it, and that's a lot of researching and a lot of time and a lot of stuff. So for the sake of the game, I'm gonna do it, but I get what it's alluding to, and I don't necessarily agree with that. But Torn Carpet. Didn't we just release a film called Torn Carpet? I think we did. We're gonna delete it. Alright. New script. We'll go ahead and start that project. It's a 6.0. It's gotta be good, so we gotta put some money and people into it. It's gotta be international. Castle is the one thing I don't have. Let's see. So that's 4 quality, 2 practicality, 2 economy. And this is 4 quality, 3 practicality. Speed up shooting. We can speed up shooting. Can't imagine that's a bad thing. Couple of extras, though. Clue it enough. Producer, we gotta put high. Tribal chief. Don't I have somebody? Yeah, Arthur, you're tribal chief. And there you go. I'm sure there's going to be something for that decision that comes out for it. Dirt found. Okay, we're having some success. Arthur Gray keeps his cousin in the basement and rapes her. What the fuck? What the hell? Darrell has been established in comedy. We can release Red King, and that satisfies our demand. Let's see how well this B+. Alright, not bad. It's not bad, not bad. right, there you go. And we'll get that. And good. Needs to hit over 1 million, basically, though. You ignored an alliance rule. The first offense can be attributed to an accidental oversight, but the next time you will be fine. So why did I get kicked out before? Cinemas for rent. That's huge. That's very huge. Increase the number of daily screenings. Not too... I kind of want this. For 1,000 days. Post analytics. Kind of want that. Alright, here's our next demand. We have a little bit more time with this one, but we get a bigger bonus with this one. Actually, we get a little more money, though. 55 romance, spirited young lady as a protagonist, and he just has to be in there as an actor. Or I could do this film. It's going to be lower film anyways, so I think we're probably going to do that one. So we need a 55 romance, spirited lady, angry boss. He's probably going to play the angry boss. Scripts, synopsis. Let's get one going. The hardened. Let's go like that. I don't know what that means, but 55% romance, thriller, action. We'll go like that. Go like that. Actually, let's go adventure. 55, 15. And we'll do a modern American town. Where's the town? There you go. Protagonist needs to be a spirited woman. Where are you? Spirited young lady. Is that the same thing, or am I screwing up here? Spirited young lady, angry boss, 55% romance. All right, let me. 55% romance, spirited young lady. Angry boss is not a... Maybe a bandit? I don't know. Where's angry boss? Where's angry boss? Losing it. Maybe no. Maybe the boss is the... It's the one. Let's see. What kind of... Maybe social rejection, because she's like a female in a male world, something like that. Maybe small town to big. She's trying to get out of there, and gets a better chance. Get a chance at a better life. There you go. So spirited lady, angry boss, and he's got to be 55%, and he's got to be the one. You like adventure. Don't fuck this up, Hugh. You've been screwing things up lately, and it's not been good. Alright, there's Pearl Fever. We'll get that going. But I think with that third demand, hopefully we can get that set up for the next episode. But this is where I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I appreciate y'all so much for watching, and until next time.